First of all, would like to thank FERN and INFORMAS for the opportunity, and to Professor Lar for the mentorship and inspiration. I will go straight to the point. Our work looked at consumer understanding and use of food labels in Ghana. And by way of background, present global mortality data from non-communicable, nutrition-related non-communicable diseases, for that matter, have shown that 71% of all deaths are due to that, and that is highly unacceptable. And of these deaths, 3/4 of them are from low and middle income countries. And so because of the rising number of nutrition-related non-communicable disease deaths, there have been global calls for transformative food systems to address this problem, because there's a link between food environment, and nutrition, and for that matter, nutrition-related non-communicable diseases. Creating supportive food environments to influence healthy food choices and/or the food industry to improve the healthiness of food products is very important as far as transforming the food systems is concerned. So food labeling, which is a population-based approach that influences healthy food choices at the point of purchase, particularly the prepackaged foods, is of significance if we really want to address in Ghana. However, there was limited data in terms of reviews on consumer understanding the data. How did we do this? We did a systematic search, in two main electronic databases, which is Google Scholar and PubMed, using specific search terms. And that included consumer understanding, food labels, consumer use, and Ghana. So what happened actually was that we looked at data up to the end of December 2020, because we didn't want to run into publication bias. However, what we found after we got those papers was that publication on food labels, consumer understanding and use of food labels in Ghana actually commenced around the 2012. So we reviewed, we also looked, we used the titles and abstracts of the papers that we got to determine which ones were of interest and to be included. We got over 200 papers at the preliminary stage. But when we further went down to look at those that were coming from Ghana, we eventually got about 10 papers. And so we decided to evaluate those papers, and the findings were combined with assessments that we made ourselves. So like I indicated, 10 papers were suitable for inclusion in the review, and all but one study assessed self-reported understanding and use of food labels. While self-reported understanding of food labels were high, actual understanding through objective measures was low. The particular one study that looked at objectively assessed understanding, where labels were given to study participants to actually interpret the label and to tell what it meant, of a total sample of about 1,478, 16.5%, representing about 244 of them actually were able to interpret this correctly. So, the understanding is low. Self-reported use of food label was common. However, we are also thinking that if we were to objectively measure the use of food labels, it may actually reveal something similar to the understanding. In terms of drivers of the food label use, what motivated people to use food labels? We had food allergy adverts, expiry dates, health claims, nutrition content, the price, the instruction for use, storage information, religious beliefs, and intolerance for certain foods. And when it came to the use of the food labels, people encountered challenges, which were actually reported by those studies. included unfamiliar language other than English language. So some were actually in foreign language. And then the other challenge was small font sizes. People also indicated consumers said when they are in a hurry, they are unable to actually use the full labels to make a decision. And then the last but not the least is technical or scientific language. Some of the labels are written in languages that are in either scientific or technical language and are not usually well understood by consumers. Conclusions. So based on our reviews, self-reported understanding and use of food labels in Ghana is common, but actual understanding is limited. So what we think will help is that if the FDA and the food industry explores new formats of improving understanding of food labels and use in Ghana, is going to help. And then in terms of research, the findings highlight the need for further research on actual understanding and use of food labels in Ghana. And to make it more balanced, it will be proper if we can do further research on the impact of food label and understanding and use on consumer purchasing behavior, because when we're able to tell what their purchasing behavior is based on the understanding and use, we're able to bring out proper population-based interventions that can help address issues of food labels. Public health implications. We are saying that food labels create a supportive environment for improving healthy food choices, and by extension, is able to actually improve the health status of wider populations. Food labels provide protection for consumers with special dietary needs. So when people are intolerant to certain foods or they are allergic to certain foods and they read the labels, they're able to tell what's the content. And by that, if the particular food they're about to take contains what they don't tolerate or they are allergic to, then it actually protects them. Label confusion can lead to food wastage. So like we are indicating, if people come and they want to use the label information to tell what they need to eat or to make a healthy choice, and there's confusion in terms of the scientific language, in terms of the unfamiliar language other than English and what have you, in the end, they are not going to buy, and it will stay on the shelves till they expire. So that's going to waste those foods. There is one popular quote I would like to. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, Matthew, I think our time is getting there. So are you done?
Okay. Yes. Yeah. So that is basically the end of the presentation.
I think, yeah.